Lions are 2 wins away from Qatar 2022, and it starts tonight against Albania at Wembley. Yes guys, welcome back to another video on the channel, and today, welcome to the matchday preview for England versus Albania. Tonight, the England are back in action. Obviously, the last international break was 4 weeks ago, and obviously England, our last game was quite a disappointing 1-1 draw at home to Hungary. But England need 4 points from 2 games to qualify for Qatar 2022. A few countries have already done it. We've seen Germany qualify. Denmark have done it as well. Spain, I think they qualified last night. So yeah, can England get a big win tonight and then going on to that game against San Marino on Monday? If we win that, we will be in Qatar 2022. So yeah, let's get into this matchday preview. Alright then, so let's have a look at the form coming into England versus Albania tonight at Wembley Stadium. So let's have a look at the form then. So Albania, the visitors coming into this game, Albania have a loss, win, loss, and a loss. And obviously Albania, their last game, they lost 1-0 to my second country, which is Poland. And in fact, that game, I think the game actually got stopped or something. Well, the game had to stop because the game had to stop because Albania fans threw bottles at the Poland players when Poland scored. And the mad thing is, there was 28 minutes of added time. 28 minutes of added time. So hopefully Albania do not do that tonight when England score. So yeah, England, this is how we are looking coming into the game. So England have a draw, win, and a draw. Obviously, the draw, I know the 6th game was the Euro 2020 final, but in 90 minutes, it was a draw. So we're counting it as a draw. So yeah, we're unbeaten in the last 6, technically. But yeah, obviously, we haven't lost an actual game since the 15th of November 2020. So that was almost a year ago. The last time England lost. The last time England lost was almost a year ago. I know we did lose the Euro 2020 final to Italy. I know we lost on penalties, but that was on penalties. That wasn't actually a full 90-minute match. The full 9-minute match in that Euro final was Italy 1, England 1. So yeah, that is technically counted for draw. But yeah, England, our last game, we drew 1-1 at home against Hungary. To be honest, I think England were quite poor that day. Typical England, like we did in the European Championships, just keeping the ball, not getting it to the strikers. And I'm not really surprised the strikers have got low ratings because they barely got the ball. But yeah, hopefully we do much better than that Hungary game. So yeah. Right then, so what is my score prediction coming into England versus Albania? Now Albania, obviously, they've been okay recently. Before the Poland game, Albania won 3 games, twice against Hungary and scoring 5 against San Marino. And beating Hungary, I think it is quite impressive for a country like Albania. Hungary are ranked 43rd in the world. Albania are ranked 63rd in the FIFA World Rankings. So for a 63rd place team in the world to beat a team in the top 20, or I think just inside the top 50, and it's quite impressive. So Albania, they're looking very good coming into this game. But Albania, their remaining games, they've got us, and then they've got Andorra on Monday. So I think Albania will struggle tonight. Looking at the way they played against Poland, defensively, it looks like they played all right. It looks like number 19 of MTK Budapest, Yaiba Ramadini did all right. So yeah, Albania, I think defensively they will be quite strong. But looking at England, that game against Hungary was just absolutely rubbish. And the game against Andorra, Andorra are ranked 153rd in the world, and looking at Andorra, when they played Albania, have they even played Albania yet? I don't even know. The last time Andorra played Albania, it was only 1-0 to Albania. So would you say Albania and Andorra are on the same level? Who knows? But yeah, I think England should win tonight. The defence really needs to show up because the club, Maguire has been terrible for United. So yeah, hopefully he turns up today. And yeah, I think England are going to win. It's going to be close though. I'm going to go England 2, Albania 1. 2-1 to England. So let's have a look at the players to look out for. Let's have a look at Albania's 1-0 defeat to Poland. So one player I am going to start with who was the highest rated player for Albania, and it was the player who I said from NTK Budapest, Jaiber Ramadini of central midfield. Looking at his stats against Poland, he played the whole game. He didn't really have much shots, but looking at his stats for accurate passes in his own half, 15 accurate passes, 16 accurate passes in the opposition half against Poland. That is quite impressive. He made 37 passes the whole game, 84 pass success. If we now look at his if we look at the duels won, he won 12 duels, which is quite good. So that is very good there. Defensively, I think we need to keep an eye on right back of Lazio. It is Elshed Hajja. I can't really pronounce it, but we'll say Elshed Hajja. I think that's how you say it. But yeah, obviously he played the whole game. At 70, he made 36 accurate passes, 77 pass success. He created one chance for Albania against Poland. So for being a right back, creating a chance is quite good. So yeah, for me, I think we need to keep an eye on Ramadini and Hajja. So yeah, for England, let's have a look at the 1-1 draw with Hungary. Obviously, I did watch the game, but I can't really remember what happened. But it looks like one player who did well was John Stones. He got a rating of 8.6 against Hungary. He had expected goals of which is known as XG of 0.87. I don't know if that's good or not, but yeah. Pass success of 96%, accurate passes of 93, expected passes of 0.02. He had one shot on target, which is quite good. 52 passes in the own half, 41 in the opposition half, which is Hungary. So Stones looks like he had a good game. Another player who looks like who had a good game was Kyle Walker, another Manchester City player. He played the whole game. Expected assists of 0.05, 98 accurate passes. So passes, England did very well on passes, but we just didn't get it up to the forwards. And I think that's it, to be honest. So yeah, Albania, keep an eye on John Stones and Kyle Walker. So it is time for my predictive lineup to take on Albania this evening at Wembley Stadium at 7:45. So yeah, so in goal I am going to go with Jordan Pickford. I was stuck between Pickford and Ramsdale because I think Ramsdale has been very, very good recently for Arsenal. So I watched Arsenal's game against Leicester and Ramsdale pulled off that absolutely brilliant save. So yeah, but Pickford, he's England's number one. But I think Ramsdale, he will be up there if he keeps performing well for Arsenal. And obviously, he hasn't played for England yet. So hopefully he might play against San Marino because I don't really want Sam Johnston to play, if I have to be honest. But yeah, so I think Pickford will start in goal. And hopefully Ramsdale will be rested for Monday against San Marino. So yeah, I think Pickford in goal. Walker at right back, I think he did quite well against Hungary. So yeah, John Stones very good against Hungary, lots of passes, but hopefully if we could just clear the danger quickly and get it to Rice and Phillips, and then Rice and Phillips can get it either to the players who are more attacking. So yeah, Stones at centre back alongside Harry Maguire. For United, Maguire has been absolutely terrible. So hopefully he gets his England brain on and turns into an really good England player tonight. So yeah, and then left back, Ben Chilwell. Obviously, I think Shaw's injured, and I can't believe I think Ben Chilwell, Reece James and Ben Chilwell for Chelsea have been very good. And I think Chilwell, he's been very good. So I think Chilwell to start at left back this evening for England. CDMs, Declan Rice and Calvin Phillips. Calvin Phillips, he's been injured during this time for Leeds. So yeah, so I would start Phillips. It looks like it might be Henderson to start instead of Phillips, but I won't be surprised if Henderson does start because Phillips, he's been injured. He hasn't played much for Leeds this month. So yeah, I think alongside Phillips, Declan Rice. I think he's been quite good for West Ham. He was very good in West Ham's 3-2 win against Liverpool. I know I didn't watch it, but when I was listening to the radio, Clinton Morrison was saying about Declan Rice, and he said he was doing very well. So yeah, right centre back in midfield, I'm going with Phil Foden. Foden, Manchester City, their last game. I can't even remember City's last game. Oh yeah, they beat. I think it was the Manchester derby. I'm not sure. I think it was. I'll have a look. Yeah, it was, and it was a 2-0 win against United. And I think Foden, he did alright, 7.4 against United. So yeah, hopefully he does what he does best, I guess. So yeah, and then centre back midfield. I did struggle with this one, but I have put Emile Smith Rowe. I was thinking of putting maybe Jude Bellingham in there or another player in midfield, because looking at the England squad, obviously we have got a few good centre back midfielders. You've got Bellingham in there. It's mainly between Bellingham and Smith Rowe, but Bellingham, I think Bellingham for Dortmund, he has been quite good, but against Leipzig he wasn't too great. And I know in the Champions League against Ajax when they lost 3-1 he was quite good. But for me, I think Smith Rowe, the way he's played, I think he's been very good. So I would give Smith Rowe a go, see how he gets on. If he doesn't start, I will 100% play him against San Marino. So for me, I would start Emile Smith Rowe if I was Gareth Southgate. And then on the left of the three attacking midfielders, Jack Grealish, he's been quite good for Manchester City, so hopefully he does well tonight. And up front, obviously it's got to be Harry Kane. He hasn't really been too good for Spurs. Obviously, he hasn't really scored much goals. But yeah, for England, I really want Kane to score tonight. He said he likes Antonio Conte as a manager. So he said he'll stay at Spurs. That is what he said, by the way. So hopefully that is true, and hopefully he scores more goals, and hopefully he gets a goal tonight against Albania. So yeah, my predicted lineup, I'm going with Pickford, Walker, Stones, Maguire, Chilwell, Rice, Phillips, Foden, Smith Rowe, Grealish and Kane. So yeah, I'm going with a 2-1 win for England. What is your prediction? And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Come on, England!